Welcome, everyone, to our noontime meditation and prayer moments, sponsored by Unity Naples here in Southwest Florida. I'm not there, obviously, because we're not open yet. We open on September 27th. But it is my pleasure to be with you all week as Reverend Mark and Reverend Dan are on a moment of rest as we prepare to reopen our Unity campus in Naples. And so I've been loving this. I'm going to be reticent to give it back to them. And that is just a wonderful opportunity to, in the middle of the day, to turn within, to practice the presence of spirit, to put on some jewelry, all of those things. So we only have about 15 minutes, so I'm just going to jump right into what we're doing here. So I'm incorporating music this week. I hope you guys like it, because I like it a lot. And today I have Michael Gott for you. He's a wonderful New Thought singer. You can look him up, Michael Gott, G-O-T-T, with a song called Nearer Than Air, which I'll play towards the end of our time together. And I've also been borrowing the wisdom of Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith from his Visioning Workbook. And today we're actually doing Decide and Abide. And before I read his words, it really has to do with deciding to be yourself, deciding to embrace your spiritual self, which is your authentic self, your most enormous, creative, wonderful self. And that it's not hard to do. It's not hard to do because it's within you, right? It's one of the tenets of our philosophy, faith, and way of life, that God is not just out there, even though we may not be all that this power and this presence is. It's right here within us, that we need look no further. It's closer to us than our own breath. So Michael Gott's song is called Nearer Than Air, and I think you'll love it. And when we turn within today, we'll just turn within to say hello to that indwelling presence, to say hello to this indwelling presence, which is, by the way, the presence of peace, the presence of love, the presence of joy, not as the world giveth, but as God giveth. So there's nothing to look for outside. To understand that it won't be, it's never going to be peaceful in the world the way that it's peaceful inside. So if we're waiting for the world to calm down before we can experience a peace that passes all human understanding, we're going to be waiting a really long time. So let me read Dr. Michael Beckwith's reading, and then we'll move into the silence for a moment before I play the song. So decide and abide. So he says, when you make a conscious choice to be yourself, your authentic self, and he means your God self, your spiritual self, your whole perfect and complete self, and you live from that octave, you have embodied the understanding that nothing outside of you determines your character, your attitude, or the circumstances in your life. No guru, teacher, or teaching has a purpose other than to introduce you to the practice of consciously choosing to abide and being a disciple of the discipline required for spiritual adulthood. And I love the word spiritual maturity. I'm going to read that last sentence again because it's good. It's good. So no guru, teacher, or teaching has a purpose other than to introduce you to the practice of consciously choosing to abide in being a disciple of the discipline required for spiritual adulthood. So part of the discipline of spiritual adulthood is meditation, because if God is within, if peace is within, and you're always out here scurrying about, being blown about by the wind and the news and the activity of your kids and your work, you can't commune with the Spirit. And you have to listen. We have to be present to its wisdom, its guidance, its love, its adoration. So let's do that now. So just take a moment with me. I'm going to close my eyes. I invite you to close yours because they allow us more readily, more deeply to be able to turn within to this inner landscape, this place and space and dimension with us that is real and radical and amazing and wonderful. Oh, and so close your eyes. Take a couple of deep breaths. These deep breaths are for the purpose of bringing your energy back into your being, bringing your energy back into the place where you are, not from outside of you, but within you. And so as we breathe in and breathe out, scan your body. And if there are any tight places, tense places, places that are holding on, simply when you exhale, release those muscles consciously. Direct your attention to them and just invite them to surrender right here, right now, for the next, 10 minutes. Just begin to elongate, make your inhales and exhales just a little bit longer. That serves to keep your attention on your breath and not allow your attention to get caught by some past or future thought. Just be here right now, right here, with yourself, with the spirit of you within. Say hello. Say, hi there, you. And so today in our time, we're practicing being with the presence, practicing being with the power, the presence and the power of the infinite, of whom we are a part, in whom we live and move and have our being, and who lives and moves and has their beingness in, through, and as our individual life. We may look human, but we are really clothed in a vehicle for this earthly journey. So take a moment to embrace peace. If anything's heavy on your heart, if anything's bothering you, if there's anything you're worried about, just know that God is never worried. God is never afraid. God is never unhappy. So allow that part of you that is eternally at peace to be at peace right now. And enjoy, Michael God, as you continue to stay within.
It's like the air around me. It's like the sunlight on my face. I feel the love of God surround me. I am touched by amazing grace. And all I ever wanted, and all I ever needed, was already there. Closer than the sunlight, nearer than the air. I breathe in, and I am filled with the Spirit. And it is health to my body, it is peace to my mind, it is joy, it is joy to my soul. And I breathe out a simple prayer of thank you. And my breath becomes a song that we're singing all along, that is singing everywhere. It is nearer than the air. I breathe in, and I am filled with the Spirit. Oh, it is health to my body, it is peace to my mind, it is joy, it is joy, it is joy, joy to my soul. And I breathe out my simple prayer, thank you. And my breath becomes a song that we're singing all along, that is singing everywhere. It is nearer than the air. It's like the air around me. It's like the sunlight on my face. I feel the love of God surround me. I am touched by amazing grace. And all I ever wanted, and all I ever needed, was already there. Closer than the sunlight, nearer than the air.
Oh, touched by amazing grace. And so, how good it is to take this blessed 15 minutes out of our day to simply pause, to stop, to remember that everything we've ever wanted and everything we've ever needed is already here, deep within us, awaiting our recognition of it, awaiting our attention. And so I just simply give thanks for this opportunity to come together on this day, on this glorious day that the Lord hath made, to take a blessed moment to release any of the ego's concerns, any of the world's concerns, not to deny them, but to simply know that right where we are, there are solutions, there is peace, there are answers, there is guidance, and that when we are at one with our Creator, truly all is well with our soul. And so I bless each one joining me today from Southwest Florida or from around the world, or listening later, and to simply bless you all, knowing that you leave this time empowered to be your authentic self, empowered to step into the next level of spiritual maturity and adulthood that will assure you a life that is glorious and extraordinary. And so for this and so much more than my words can say, I am grateful. And so we just simply allow this time to conclude, knowing that it is in this moment perfect. And so it is. Amen. Namaste. You may open your eyes and return to the here and now, knowing that you cannot possibly leave the spirit behind. It's with you every moment of every day, every moment of your precious life. So until we meet again, I will, which will be tomorrow at noon, have a glorious, glorious rest of your day. And I'll see you tomorrow.